Hello, this is Tazalon here for the Lighthouse After Actions Report Volume 22 in Murovanka from the North Spawn, Murovanka 2801. There are 3 scouts on the enemy team and we have 2. 3 artillery apiece, good mix of other tanks. So pretty standard matchup here. I want to make a half-court spotting run over to the right side of the map to down basically the 2 line. And I will see how our team deploys. Have to kind of weave my way through our tanks out of spawn here. I don't normally go too far south when I do this. Just far enough to see if there's to counter any enemy scouts that may be doing the same thing from the opposite direction. And there's a leopard, so I'm going to stop. He can't see me. I'm going to stop and take a shot at him. Kabam! Dead leopard. He lost his spots. T-20 over in the middle of the map. Someone cruise over here just in case he runs north. We have a 3485 kind of opposite him and a T-37, but I never trust other people. I hit something and not him. So I'm going to move back over here. I don't like being out exposed. I don't like moving around spotted out there because there's too many tanks on the side on the hills that you won't see until they shoot at you. So move back over here. Was hoping the 100Y was sticking out past the building there, but he's not. Get a shot at his turret, get a hit. 3 artillery, so you definitely don't want to be sitting still after you're spotted. It looks like we're doing okay over in the forest. They have a T-29 moving over there though, so I don't know if we're going to be able to handle him or not. I'll have to watch. In the meantime, I'm going to get a shot down here. I'm going to move in. He's pointed to the right, so I'm going to try to come in from beside him and get another shot. I can just shoot at his rear. He never turned at all. Circle around, get another shot. Little love tap, and now he dies right now. Again, I want to keep moving. 3 artillery doesn't. Generally a good idea not to stop and aim in unless you already are in concealment. Sitting out in the open and do it, not a good idea. I'm watching that Luke's run into the forest there, and it looks like he's going to keep going, so I'm going to move over here and get set up in case he turns north and tries to do an end run on us. 37's backing out of the whole forest, it looks like. I'll just come back here in this corner. If he's going to run north, he's hoping he's going to find a an arty up here in like A9, so I'll just set up and wait to see if he comes this way. If not, if I see him go somewhere else, then I'll just move out of this area and go back into the rest of the fight. The scouts normally run right up along the water because the way the terrain goes, it shields them from most of our forces as they approach. So I'll just wait a second and see what happens. Here he comes, right along the water. He knows how to do it, but he didn't know I saw him coming this way, so I'll just come in and take him out. Get a shot, get a ram. Much better to go ahead and ram him and take what I get. 74 points of damage. He was rotating his turret. If he would have unloaded on me, he would have done more than 74, so take the lesser of 2 evils, ram and kill. Now I'll go back and join my team. I know the 29 was down there in the forest, but I'll leave him over there. He'll take a while to get back over here, and hopefully we can gain an advantage in the fight before the 29 gets back into the fray. Our 100Y is just sitting back there. That's kind of bothersome. It'd be nice if he moved out. There's a tiger. He missed me, so I'll come down here and try to come behind him. 44 ahead of me. That's okay. I'll come back on the tiger. I have a good shot at his flank. That shot misses, but I'm going to pull it right beside him. Just going to rock back and forth. Oh, somebody beat me to it. Who killed him? Oh, the 100Y finally did something. Now the 44 is back there. So I'll put the building between he and I so he can't shoot me as I egress. There's the 29 down in the middle of the south. He's slowly getting over toward the fight. Be nice if the 100 moved, though. Especially since I'm pretty certain he's been spotted by the tiger. I don't have a good shot, and he has a better shot, so I need to move. Use the buildings to let me get in closer. Then I'm going to run across and try to shoot him on the fly. If I don't, there's cover right there. Shot right into the ground in front of him. So the idea was to make him think I was going to circle to the right and then come back and come in this way. Hopefully he won't be looking at me. Not quite. Man, I missed him again. This is terrible. That's okay. He's dead now. There's no way he gets to fire before I do, and he is gone. Now, I think I saw the 25 back to my right. There he is. Ouch. So I have to play circle games with him too. I'm watching on the mini-map, and I see him continuing to move to the west. So he doesn't have a turret. If he's moving to the west, he's probably pointed that way with his gun, so I'm going to try to come in behind him again. 100Y is moving up. He's caught looking around the hill the wrong way. I need to try to turn and get behind him here. Here we go. Just the 304, 29, and him. 304 is up there engaged. They don't have to worry about him. 29 was down south last time I saw him, so. And the M12 takes him out. So now up to deal with the 304. I want to get rid of him before I go find the 29 because 304s are just irritating if you leave them alone. They have a high rate of fire for arty, and they're pretty accurate. Some people may dispute that, but when you're in the receiving end of them, they're way more accurate than you want them to be. So, where's the 29? I want to look down south, see if he is trying to come around the southern hill, and just watch the mini-map in case he lights up somewhere. We outnumber him, but the fight's not over. Oh, there he is. Time to turn around and go back north. Their team's ragging him, but he's in a tank capable of taking us all out pretty easy if we play stupid. So I'm trying to come up here and break out into the open behind him. Hopefully not even expose myself, but we'll see how that goes. And I thought, because somebody will point this out if I don't say it, I thought I switched to heat. Because if I put heat in the back end of him, he's a one-shot kill. And as you can see with HE, it takes two. Blind shot, I know where he's at. He's tracked. He couldn't move, dead. But as I was saying, as I was moving north, I thought I hit my 2 button, which is where I have my heat. And it apparently didn't switch over. I went to fire. I was like, wait a second, still HE. I didn't want to take extra 5 seconds. So I just shot it and got him on the second round. I saw that he was tracked. And he blinked out, but with him being tracked, he had to be in the same spot, so that was the easy blind shot for the win. Also gave me a top gun. For the battle, I got 2,181 XP, 2 spots. 1,481 spotting damage, 6 kills, 2,275 damage, top gun, and a high caliber. Not a bad mission. Started off just going over there and making a little half-court spotting pass. Saw the leopard, took him out with 1 shot. Especially when you're running like a 2801 that has the 105 capable of big damage. It's worth taking that shot. Got a quick kill on one of their scouts, removed their eyes. Even if you had a leopard or something with a 5 centimeter, it's still worth taking the shot because of the fact that if you shoot him, he's going to back up. And if you get him to back up, then you're taking him out of his ability to spot, at least for a short while. But precious seconds like that can mean the difference in your team setting up without being seen or getting spotted and taking fire. So if you can mess with their ability to spot, vision control is always a good thing, especially early on in the battle. It can have the most... Well, I can't say it because later it's just as important later on. But if you can deny them spotting opportunities early on, it gives you a great advantage as far as setting up goes. Later on in the battle, vision control can be just as impactful on the result, because if you can keep somebody from spotting your team while you spot their team, pendulum's hugely in your favor. Something to always keep in mind. Deny their scouts, deny their tanks the ability to spot yours, and you increase your odds of winning the fight. From Murovanka north, running around, doing all kinds of things. The next thing I want to say is, when I saw that Luke's going over into the forest, I say this in other films, and I can't say it often enough. It's one thing to see where enemy tanks are on the field of battle. It's a total another step up the situational awareness chain to see where they are now and understand based on how they're moving where they're going to be in another minute or 2 more minutes. The way he was going, I just had a feeling he was going to try to run the edge of the map and move north and hopefully find our arty. That allowed me to go over there and set up for him. And I just waited on him. Here he came. He was an easy kill. If I hadn't noticed that he was moving in that direction and stayed in the middle of the field, he conceivably could have caused all our arty to die and pretty much swayed the fight in his favor. So it's not enough to be aware of where the tanks are. You have to understand based on their motion and vector what that means. What's the situation going to be in the future? Because that's what you react to. You don't react to what you see, to where tanks are now. You react to where they are going to be when you get there. Okay, so that's a big step in the situational awareness progression of learning. Know where they're at and then predict based on where they're at and what I see them doing. How's the battle going to change? What's the future going to hold? Because that's what I react to. Or that's what I set up for and be proactive like I did with the Lukes. From Murovanka North, happy hunting.